Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games and practice game design. We're back with Dream Daddy.
Dream Daddy.
And we're back at the barbecue. Last we left off, we talked to Robert and Brian, and we talked to Hugo and Matt and Craig. And I thought that it took these options away as we had talked to them, but then we went back and then something got weird. So I don't know if we're supposed to be able to talk to all of them because it seemed to trigger the Burger Time event after we tried to get back to where we last left off. So we're just going to talk to Joseph and Damien and hope that the game is remembered that we talked to everyone else.
Yeah.
I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Goth and Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they were talking about. I walk over to them. Oh. I don't remember who was Joseph.
You can be Joseph. I'll be Damien.
So, I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black?
Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter, it provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly.
It's definitely an interesting choice.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode.
I can't handle Damien. Cyrus, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye.
How do you do? I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red.
I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in such a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act.
It's okay, man.
Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area?
Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond.
Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle?
I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Amanda! Would you consider yourself a goth? Amanda yells back.
I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool, though. Aw, pity.
Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation.
I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch at your service.
Can't handle it. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda.
Oh my god.
I can't. Why are you doing this to me? Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy.
Do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda.
Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear, and they are speaking in unison. Hey!
Hey! Won't you come play with us? Come play with us forever.
Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation. Wine
Maybe
in
you
hand.
were Joseph or I was Joseph and you were Mary.
I think that's what it was.
Okay. I don't know.
Mary takes a long sip of the wine. I think I have tapped over... What? I think I might have taped over VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine.
Girl, you got some problems.
No joke.
Where's Krish?
Come on.
Wasn't he with you?
You. Had him a moment ago.
He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be all right. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my 4th. I have squeezed 4 little...
Sweetheart, would you do me the favor and please find Krish? That would be great.
Oh my.
I'm sure he's fine.
Mary.
Okay, geez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. She just finished a whole glass of wine in that conversation? Whew. Dad, can we go now?
I love this kid. Lucian.
Yes.
Have I introduced you to Cyrus yet?
Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever.
That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite.
Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir?
Oh, right. Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian?
Yup.
Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous-type people as bloodlappers.
Dad.
That's really interesting, Damien.
Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. Can't believe I didn't notice it before. Looks like the bottom of an anchor.
He was a sailor?
Ah. Whoa, is that a tattoo?
Yeah.
Yep. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know.
That's so cool. Want to see mine?
What?
Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink.
Oh god,
Yeah.
Joseph's gonna balk.
My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good.
Lucian! We'll talk about this later.
It's pretty cool. Oh wait, this is you.
What's the significance of the tattoo?
I don't know. I just thought it looked sick.
Piece of shit. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight.
Man, Joseph is way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching.
And without further ado, let's work some magic.
Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen.
You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill?
He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice, and a crowd around Joseph... and the dads... and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this, Cyrus, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship.
He's Un-Grill-evable.
I've tried to get on his level. I just can't catch up.
Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake.
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy.
Please stop.
All the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison.
All right, guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue.
The wink with it. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers.
Oh.
Man, this is so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kind of nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid.
Oh.
We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot.
Oh.
It's all the ones you voice. Or no, maybe I do, Hugo?
I don't remember.
Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all of the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad Book?
Dad book?
Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it.
Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes.
Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out.
The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood.
Pretty fun party, don't you think?
I mean, I got a burger in me. I felt like it was a networking event. Wish I could have been playing Paranormal Ice Road Truckers. Sweetie, if I can impart any sort of wisdom upon you right now, and not that this was a bad situation, but if you're ever in an uncomfortable situation, always look for the silver lining. The silver lining always gets you through the other side. We ate rockin' burgers today, and it was good.
Amen. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook.
Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place.
Me too, Dad.
Yeah. Dadbook. You're so ridiculous. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. No one ever is, but cauliflower's so good. Any big plans for this evening?
Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends.
Oh?
Is that okay?
Of course. Just keep me posted and be home before midnight.
You got it.
And be careful.
I will.
And make good choices.
Of course.
And call me if you need anything.
Dad, you're not gonna do the whole thing where you wait silent for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you?
What? No, I've never done that and I will never do that.
Okay. Do you have plans tonight?
My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. Maybe watch TV and eat ice cream with one of the dads.
Throw a
party, see how long I can sleep for. Or work on some stuff. Oh, I wonder what kind of stuff he would work on, if he worked on anything.
I know, I'm a little curious.
Do we know what his profession is?
No.
I wonder if that's up to us to decide. You know what? Dad stuff. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay?
Great, see you later. Finger guns.
I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. That sounds amazing. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Just like making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance.
Yeah, baked Alaskas and ice cream with meringue that's like set on fire. Like it's like ice cream covered in meringue, then they pour alcohol over it and light it on fire.
That's intense. I like that he describes that as like cooking for evil. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional.
Flambe.
I lose track of time as I blaze through serial episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meatel. Not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling.
Lols.
It's frozen! I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text.
So much for doing work.
I know, right? Hey, kiddo, you good? I wandered in the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon, unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I've earned it after a long day of socializing. Check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay. See, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops?
Chillax, brah.
No. It's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman Meet Hell are not only
not assuaging.
Oh, not only not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decided to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home, and I'm glad she's okay.
Sup?
Sweetie, thank God you're safe.
Yep. She was with that brosif.
I didn't read it.
Oh, sorry.
Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket.
Oh, oops. Guess I didn't see those.
She starts to walk to her room. Amanda, Anne?
Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now?
Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out and I was about to call the cops.
Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you?
I don't like your attitude. I have a right to be concerned, or I was scared. You weren't responding, and it was just like when your dad... I've stopped myself from tearing up. Ooh, this is some interesting insight.
Oh, Dad, I didn't mean to.
I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just, please don't do that again.
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Aww.
Well, I figure she's an adult. Like, she's about to go to college, so, like...
Yeah.
The yelling at her thing just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. I think you chose a good option because it was just honest.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that really is more of like treating her like an adult.
Yeah.
And just being truthful. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? All right, well, we're over time, so this is probably a good point to call this episode.
Yeah. See the morning next time.
I thought it was really interesting, though, that we didn't have any options while he was freaking out. Like, I guess, like, the main reason why we may not have had the option of, like, call the cops or search for her or wait at home. It's just because that probably would have been a ton more work in a lot more branching paths. But in a way, I'm a little disappointed because it felt like a really good opportunity to give the player some agency.
I expected it a little bit just to like go out and see people.
Yeah, I'm still happy that the main choice still had, like, there was still a big choice of like, how do we respond to Amanda when she gets home? Because I think that was important. If it was just like a normal conversation, then it would kind of beg the question of like, what was the point of the sequence?
Yeah.
And I like that we learned a bit more about Cyrus and, I mean, the whole like background of the character. Through our options. So I think that was a good like use of giving us more insight on the narrative. I don't know. I guess maybe challenge of the day. Design maybe a couple of branches for how you could potentially have given the player some agency and how to respond to Amanda not responding. I think that could be kind of fun.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode, and we'll see what happens the next day.
Later.
Bye.